Tabalagan. Team 70, Craig Miller, Dawson Lowen, you're on deck. Team 71, Clay Helm, Cody Smith, you're in the hole. Time would have been 6 and 21 plus 5 of the barrier is going to make it 11 and 21. 1-1 and 2-1. The last 3 to go. Team 70, Craig Miller, Dawson Lowen. Team 71, Clay Helm, Cody Smith. And 72, Kenny Lowe, Rod Schaefer. Time would have been 7 and 23 plus 10. 17 and 23. 1-7 and 2-3. The last 2 to go. 71, Clay Helm, Cody Smith. 72, Kenny Lowe, Rod Schaefer. You're on deck. No time. All right, the last team to go in round 1, Team 72, Kenny Lowe and Rod Schaefer. No time. All right, out of 72 teams, we got 34 coming back to round 2. And to get us started off is going to be Team 1, Russ Burrows, Cody Smith, working with a 799. On deck, Team 2, Cole Thornton, Ty Young. And Team 8, Lane McGill, Cody Smith. Time would have been 9 and 89 plus 5 is going to make it 14 and 89, 1-4 and 8-9 with a combined total of 21-88 with their handicap on 2. Next up, Team 2, Cole Thornton, Ty Young, working with an 8-0-3. Time would have been 9 and 35 with 5 makes it 14 and 35 with a combined total of 21 and 38. On 2 head, 21 and 38. Next up is going to be Team 8, Lane McGill and Cody Smith with an 841. Team 9, Wyatt O'Neill, Ty Young, you're on deck. Team 11, Jake Folger and Devin Kelly, you're in the hole. All right, just Team 8, Lane McGill, Cody Smith. 8:41 in round 1. Team 9, Wyatt O'Neill, Ty Young, you're on deck. Jake Folger, Devin Kelly, Team 11. You're 2 away, no time. Next up, Team 9, White O'Neill, Ty Young with an 8:23 in round 1. Team 11, Jake Folger, Devin Kelly, you're on deck. Team 12, Tina Graham, White Folger, you're in the hole. No time. All right, Team 11, Jake Folger, Devin Kelly with a 9:98 in round 1, followed by Team 12, Tina Graham, Wyatt Folger, and Team 14, Jason Shaver, Clay Kitchlow. No time. Next up will be Team 12, Tina Graham, Wyatt Folger, working with a 14:68 round 1. Team 14, Jason Schaefer, Clay Kitchlow, you're on deck. And Team 20, Clay Helm, Aaron Helm, you're 2 away. Time would have been a 9:26 plus 5. This is going to make it 14:26. With a combined time of 22:94 on 2 head. Next up, Team 14, Jason Schaefer, Kay Kitchlow, followed by Team 20, Clay Helm and Aaron Helm, and Team 21, Jason Schaefer, Chuck Graham. That is a no time for Team 14. Next up, Team 20, Clay Helm, Aaron Helm, working with 11:65 in round 1. Team 21, Jason Schaefer, Chuck Graham, you're on deck. Team 22, Lane McGill, Clay Kitchlow, you're 2 away. Time would have been 13:31 plus 5, makes it 18:31 with a combined time of 19:96. 1:09 and 9:6. Next up, Team 21, Jason Schaefer, Chuck Graham with 11:11. Team 22, Lane McGill, Kate Kitchlow, you're on deck. No time. Team 22, Lane McGill, Clay Kitchlow with a 6:63. Team 24, Jake Folger, Ty Young, you're on deck. Team 27, Isaiah Asing, Cole Hill, you're 2 away. Time would have been 9:72 plus 5, makes it 14:72. With a combined time of 20:35 on 2. Next up, Team 24, Jake Folger, Ty Young with an 8:89 in round 1. Team 27, AC and Helm, you're on deck. Team 28, Schaefer and Buffington, you're in the hole. No time. All right, next Next up, Team 27, Isaiah Acing and Cole Hill with a 13:34 in round one. On deck, 28, Jason Schaefer, Spike Buffington. And Team 32, Jake Folger, Wyatt Folger. You're in the hole. No time. Next up, Team 28, Jason Schaefer, Spike Buffington with a 13:47 in round one. Team 32, Folger and Folger, you're on deck. And Team 41, Lane McGill, Wyatt Folger, you're in the hole. No time. All right, up next, Team 32, Jake Folger, Wyatt Folger with a 9:21 in round one. Followed by Team 41, Lane McGill, Wyatt Folger, and Team 42, Clay Helm, Kenny Lowe. Time of 9:37 for a combined time of 16:58 on two head. That's going to take us to Team 41, Lane McGill, Wyatt Folger with a 9:17. Followed by 42, Clay Helm, Kenny Lowe. And 44, Jason Schaefer, Rod Schaefer. How about a time of 7:63, 7:63 for a combined time of 14:80. 1-4 and 8-0 on two head. Next up, 42 with an 8:71. Nine and 45 for a combined time of 12 and 1-6. 1-2 and 1-6 on two head. Next up, Team 44, Jason Schaefer, Rod Schaefer, working with a 7-14 in round one. Craig Miller, Ty Young, you're on deck. Team 46, Chris Jorgensen, Hayes Messerly, you're two away. No time. Next up, Team 45, Craig Miller and Ty Young with a 12-16 in round one. 46, Jorgensen and Messerly, you're on deck. Team 47, Isaiah Acing and Devin Kelly, you're two away. Now about a time of 9 and 19, 9 and 1-9 for a combined time of 20 and 35, 2-0 and 35 on two head. Next up, Team 46, Chris Jorgensen, Hayes Messerly with a 9.93 and a no time right there. So that'll take us to Team 47, Isaiah Acing and Devin Kelly with a 16 and 42. Followed by Team 50, Cole Thornton, Clay Kitchlow, and Team 51, JT Martin, Ray Bellick. How about a time of 7 and 27, 7.27 for a combined time of 17 and 69, 17 and 69. On two head, next up Team 50, Cole Thornton, Clay Kitchlow with an 8 and 05 in round one. JT Martin, Ray Belling, Team 51, you're next. Team 52, Jake Folger, Cody Smith, you're 2 away. How about an 8 and 5-2? 8 and 5-2 for a combined time of 15 and 57. On two head, next up, Team 51, JT Martin, Ray Belling with an 8 and 8-2. Followed by Team 52, Jake Folger, Cody Smith. Team 53, Tina Graham, Ty Young. You're 2 away. No time. Team 52, Jake Folger, Cody Smith with a 12.59. Team 53, Tina Graham, Ty Young, you're on deck. Team 55, Craig Miller, Lane Crutchville, you're 2 away. No time. All right, Team 53, Tina Graham, Ty Young with a 14.43 in round one. Team 55, Miller and Crutchville, you're on deck. Team 56, Lane McGill, Devin Kelly, you're in the hole. Time would have been 9 and 63 with 5 makes it 14 and 6-3. With a combined time of 24 and 06 with their handicap on two head. Team 55 up next, Craig Miller, Lane Crutchville with a 14.72 in round one. Team 56, Lane McGill, Devin Kelly, you're on deck. Team 59, TW Kitchlow, Kay Kitchlow, you're in the hole. How about a time of 7 and 9, 7.09 with a combined time of 21.81 on two head. Next up, Team 56, Lane McGill, Devin Kelly working with a 17 and 98 from round one. Team 59, Kitchlow, you're on deck. Team 60, JT Martin and Rod Schaefer, you're 2 away. How about a time of 10 and 15, 1-0 and 1-5 for a combined time of 24 and 13, 2-4 and 1-3. On two head, next up, Team 59, TW Kitchlow, Clay Kitchlow with a 9.07. How about a 9 and 59? With a combined time of 15 and 66 on two head. Next up, Team 60, JT Martin, Rod Schaefer with a 17.18. Team 61, Tina Graham, Chuck Graham, you're on deck. Team 62, Wyatt O'Neill, Wyatt Folger, you're in the hole. How about a 9 and 44, 9 and 44 for a combined time of 23 and 62. On two head, Team 61, Graham and Graham with 11 and 14 out of round one. Team 62, O'Neill and Folger, you're on deck. Team 63, Craig Miller, Cody Smith, you're in the hole. No time. Next up, Team 62, Wyatt O'Neill, Wyatt Folger with a 12:06. Team 63, Craig Miller, Cody Smith, you're on deck. Team 66, Jay Folger, and Clay Kitchlow, you're on the hole. How about a time of 7:44, 7:44, with a combined time of 15:50, 1-5 and 5-0 on two heads. Next up, Team 63, Craig Miller, Cody Smith, working with a 13:70. Team 66, Folger and Kinchlow, you're on deck. Team 69, O'Neill and Cadillac, you're in the hole. That was a no time for Team 63. Next up, Team 66, Jake Folger, Clay Kinchlow with an 18:89. Team 69, Wyatt O'Neill and Jaden Cadillac, you're on deck. And Team 70, Craig Miller, Dawson Lowen. And that's going to round out round two. No time. All right, two teams to go in round two. First up is going to be 69, Wyatt O'Neill, Jaden Cadillac with an 11:21 in round one. Miller and Lowen, you're up next, Team 70 with a 17:23. No time. Last to go in round two, Team 70, Craig Miller, Dawson Lowen, who had a 17:23 in round one. No time. Okay, we got 17 coming back to round three. I'm going to read off the top 10. In first, Team 42, Clay Helm, Kenny Lowe, with a combined time of 12:16. Team 41 in second place, Lane McGill, Wyatt Folger, with a 14:80. Team 62 in third place, Wyatt O'Neill, Wyatt Folger, with a 15:50. Team 50 in the fourth hole is Cole Thornton, Clay Kitchlow with a 15:57. Team 59 in the 5th hole, TW Kitchlow, K. Kitchlow with a 1566. Team 32 in 6th place, Wyatt Folger, or Jake Folger, Wyatt Folger with a 1658. Team 47 in 7th place, Isaiah Acing, Devin Kelly with a 1769. Team 20 in 8th, Clay Helm, Aaron Helm with a 1996. Team 22 in 9th, Lane McGill, Clay Kitchlow with a 2035. And Team 45 in 10th place, Craig Miller, Ty Young with a 2035. 17 teams coming back to the short round. First up's gonna be Team 42, Clay Helm, Kenny Lowe. Team 41, Lane McGill, Wyatt Folger, you're on deck. Team 62, Wyatt O'Neill, Wyatt Folger, you're 2 away. Time would have been 11:39 with 2 penalties. He's going to make it 21 and 39. 2-1 and 39. For a combined total of 33 and 55. Second high callback is Team 41, Lane McGill, Wyatt Folger with a 14 and 80. Time would have been 8 and 63 plus 5, makes it 13:63. With a combined time of 28 and 43, 2-8 and 4-3. Next up, Team 62, third high callbacks. Wyatt O'Neill, Wyatt Folger working with a 1550. Team 50, Thornton and Kitchlow, you're on deck. Team 59, Kitchlow and Kitchlow, you're in the hole. Is that clean? Plus 5? Well, it would have been a 15 and 97. It's going to make it a 20-97. 2-0 and 97. Hang on 1 second, guys. That team had a combined time of 36 and 47, 3-6 and 4-7 on 3 head. Next up, Team 50, Cole Thornton, Clay Kitchlow with a 15-57 on 2. Team 59, TW Kitchlow, Clay Kitchlow, you're on deck. Team 32, Jake Folger, Wyatt Folger, you're 2 away. Now, about a time of 9 and 9-7 for a combined time of 25 and 54, 2-5 and 5-4. Next up's the Team 59, TW Kitchlow, Clay Kitchlow, working with a 15-66. Team 32, Jake Folger, Wyatt Folger, you're on deck. Team 47, Isaiah Acing, Devin Kelly, you're in the hole. 9 flat, 9 and 0-0 for a combined time of 24 and 66, 2-4 and 6-6. Next up, 6th high callback, Team 32, Jake Folder, Wyatt Folder, working with a 16 and 58 on 2 head. Team 47, Acing and Kelly, you're on deck. Helm and Helm, you're in the hole. No time. Next up, Team 47, Isaiah Acing, Devin Kelly, you're 1769 on 2. Team 20, Clay Helm, Aaron Helm, you're on deck. Team 22, Lane McGill, Clay Kitchlow, you're 2 away. Time would have been 8 and 7. 8-0-7 with 5 is going to make it 13 and 0-7. 1-3 and 0-7 for a combined time of 30 and 76. 3-0, 7-6 on 3. Next up, Team 20, Clay Helm, Aaron Helm with a 1996 on 2. Team 22, Lane McGill, Clay Kitchlow, you're on deck. That was Team 20 with 1178, 1-1 and 7-8 for a combined time of 31 and 74, 3-1 and 7-4 on 3. Team 22, 9th high callback, Lane McGill, Clay Kitchlow with a 20-35, you're up. Team 45, Craig Miller, Ty Young, 10th high callback, you're on deck. And Team 2, Cole Thornton, Ty Young, you're in the hole. No time. All right, next up, 10th high callback. Team 45, Craig Miller, Ty Young, working with a 20-35 on 2. Team 2, Cole Thornton, Ty Young, you're on deck. Team 55, Craig Miller, Lane Crutchfield, you're in the hole. Time would have been 8 and 12, plus 5 is going to make it 13 and 12, 1-3 and 1-2 for a combined total of 33 and 47, 3-3 and 4-7 on 3 head. Next up, 11th high callback. Team 2, Cole Thornton, Ty Young, working with a 21-38 on 2. Team 55, Craig Miller, Lynn Crutchfield, you're on deck. Team 1, Russ Burrows, Cody Smith, you're 2 away. Plus 5 is going to make it 12 and 0-2, 1-2-0-2 for a combined time of 33 and 40, 3-3 and 4-0 on 3 heads. Next up, 12th high callback, Team 55, Craig Miller and Lane Crutchfield, working with a 21-81 on 2. Team 1, Russ Burrows, Cody Smith, you're on deck. Team 12, Tina Graham and Wyatt Folder, you're 2 away. How about a 9 and 7-5, 9 and 7-5 for a combined total of 31-56, 3-1 and 5-6. Next up, Team 1, Russ Burrows, Cody Smith with a 21-88. Team 12, Tina Graham, Wyatt Folder, you're on deck. Team 60, JT Martin, Rod Schaefer, you're 2 away. How about 8 and 43? 8 and 4-3 for a combined time of 30 and 31. On 3 head, Team 12, our 14th high callback, Tina Graham wide folder. Working with a 22.94, Team 60, JT Martin, Rod Schaefer. You're on deck, Team 53. Tina Graham, Ty Young, you're 2 away. No time. All right, 15th callback, Team 60, JT Martin, Rod Schaefer with a 23.62 on 2 head, followed by Team 53, Tina Graham, Ty Young, and Team 56, Lane McGill, Devin Kelly. No time. All right, our 16th high callback, Team 53, Tina Graham and Ty Young, 24.06 on 2. Need to be 750 to place in the average, 7 and 50 to place in the average. No time. All right, our final team in round 3, 17th high callback, Team 56, Lane McGill, Devin Kelly. Working with a 24 and 13 on 2 head. Got to be 7 and 4-3 or better to place in the average. No time. Give us just a second and we will have the readout.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming. Thanks Jay Murray, Cattle, the Helm family, and Clay Kinslow. Thanks to our new announcement out there. Good thanks, we love you. Hope to see you guys next time.
All right, the rundown on the pick draw. He's going to pay 6 holes. And in first place with a 24.66 on 3 head, go to T.W. Kitchlow and Clay Kitchlow at 4.09 a man. In second place with a 25 and 54 on 3, Cole Thornton, Clay Kitchlow for 3.38 a man. In third with a 28.43 on 3, Lane McGill, wide folder, 2.68 a man. Fourth place, 30.31 on 3, Russ Burrows, Cody Smith, 1.97 a man. In fifth with a 30.76 on 3, Isaiah Asing, Devin Kelly, 1.27 a man. And in sixth, 31.56 on 3 head, Craig Miller, Lane Crutchfeld at 71 a man.